Hello everyone. I'm Angus from AppZolute, and this is Gary, our technical director. Okay, today we are going to share you a very interesting concept, a not well-known concept. It's called coffee cupping lab. This is actually a not well-known concept, but I promise it will be interesting because we try our best to explore this kind of new concept. To start, I would like to ask all of us a question. Is it anyone here cannot start to work in the office without drinking a cup of coffee every day? Quite a lot. Yes. Drinking coffee is actually very common. I know some of my friends, the first thing they go to, they want to start in the morning is actually preparing a coffee, not replying any email or not just talk to their boss. So there will be a lot of new concepts in our presentation, but we will try our best to explain them. And actually, our topic today is actually affecting the whole industry, actually affecting the people who like coffee. So the first thing we want to introduce is about the coffee pyramid. So the first concept, the specialty coffee. What is called a specialty coffee is actually there's a scoring system called Q scoring. For the coffee bean who can score larger than 80 points, they will call them a specialty coffee. So just a wild guess. For the coffee you can buy in the Starbucks, you can buy in the Pacific Coffee. Do you know which category they belong to?
Pacific Coffee below specialty.
Yes, it's true. Actually, most of the coffee we can buy in the street in the merchant is actually in this category.
Or maybe somewhere here.
Somewhere here, not even in the pyramid. We are talking about the top pyramid. Normally in this kind of group, the coffee selling is about maybe 20, 30 or 40 Hong Kong dollars a cup of coffee. How much is it for the specialty coffee, you think? Any concept?
40 a month.
Yeah, 40, that's true. It's actually maybe near to $100 a cup of coffee in Hong Kong dollars. About maybe above 90 points. So what is actually a specialty coffee? First of all, the farmer. The farmer is actually the key role, the key person in this process. They need to understand about the climate, the country, and even the soil in order to produce the very good quality coffee bean. And the second part is about the buyer. They actually they need to have some certificate. They get certificates from SACC, the Specialty Coffee of Association of America. So they just pick the high quality coffee bean. And for the roaster, because if you have the very good raw material, you need to prepare to have a well prepared coffee bean. They will prepare the coffee bean just like chemistry, by roaster in different temperature and in different machine. The time and the temperature is very important in this process, so they must have a lot of experience. For the barista, they often just work in the coffee shop. They will prepare they got the coffee beans and they know how to prepare a very good quality coffee and will serve the customer. And for the customer, they are not just drinking a very normal coffee. They can have a lot of category criteria to taste a cup of coffee, and then we will talk more about it. So for the coffee beans classified as a specialty coffee, you can even trace, they will have a certification. You can trace the origin, the country, and the producer. Actually, the farm is about several meters because they need to have the humidity, the water, the temperature to optimize for the coffee bean. You can also trace the farm. You can also trace where it comes from. So I guess for the coffee you buy in Starbucks, you cannot trace those kinds of things. And actually the market, from the last year's statistics, you can see that although the specialty coffee is in the top of the pyramid, it actually has a lot of more people to know about it and to consume about it. So I've just briefly introduced what is specialty coffee, and it comes to how our product help the industry. So Gary will talk about our product.
So as Angus has just mentioned that there's a group of professionals who give scores to coffee beans. We actually build products to help them to give us scores. But before that, we have to know more about this process. And this process is called cupping. So first of all, I think it is well understand that there's a procedure called wine tasting, which are groups of people who are some kind of professionals. They can give scores to like different wines, and that wine will become real expensive in the coming year. So the same thing actually happens in the coffee industry, and it's called cupping. It is exactly the same, but it is for coffee beans. So we have final videos to show you guys how the cupping procedure is. Basically, they have to prepare the coffee beans in a very detailed way. They have to weigh those coffee beans, and they have a specific blending method. And for each coffee samples, they have to prepare a few cups of that, so that it is more scientific. They are more statistical. So they have to have a smell on it to see if it's really good. And after that, they have to boil the water and to try to see if that coffee tastes really good after smelling it. See, they need to get real close to that coffee so that you know the exact taste, exact smell. Let's see. And this process is actually called break the coffee. They have to stir away those coffee beans and see if the coffee oils, how the coffee oil smells. And eventually they need to taste it with their tongue. So see, this is a standard cupping procedure. This lady needs to hold a clipboard on his left hand and somehow hold a pen on his right hand so as to do the cupping, because they have to taste the coffee and then mark down the score at the same time. So we have actually studied this procedure and pinpoint a few of problems there. See, she needs to hold the clipboard on his left hand and hold his pen and the spoon on his right hand. See how cumbersome this process is. And the next step, they need to put the spoon in the cup and then still hold the clipboards and still need to hold a cup and a pen. So there's a few objects there they need to interact with. And we believe this procedure is just makes the couples too busy. They have to I don't know, but if they want, they may sometimes make the paper form dirty as well.
And the nose as well.
Yeah, and the nose as well. So we have built a revolutionary product for them. So are you ready to see it? Yeah, this one. This is really cool applications. It's called OLAP Coffee Cupping Software. It named itself as the revolutionary cupping software in the market. So you can see, wow, this is quite fancy UI. And it's very fancy, amazing, revolutionary features. And it's so amazing that it is named the best new education and training product at a worldwide conference. 8 years ago. Actually, it is quite amazing. Can you imagine that, like in the 2005, someone mentioned that you can use a mobile to mark the scores of coffee, and all those guys are still using the paper forms. But we found a problem. If you use the palm, you need to use the pen attached to it. So you still need to use your left hand to hold the palm and use your right hand to hold the pen. So it makes no difference. So it comes to the revolutionary product. Revolutionary product. So actually, there's an iPad app in the Apple market. Thanks to Steve Jobs, it ran a very good device. So someone has put this concept into the tablet. But I won't comment how good or how bad is the UI. But actually, if you hold a tablet, you still need to use your hand to interact with it because you can't play the iPad with one hand. So it doesn't solve any problems. You need to use the hand you still need to use both hands to do the copying. So here comes to our revolutionary product. So before the revolution, we actually visit the coffee lab, and we have tried the whole procedure once, so as to study the whole procedure so that we can identify any way we can improve it. And we have actually found a few challenges after doing it once. The first challenge is that it is a standard coffee cupping form, which cuppers will mark score on it. You can see that it's lots of rows and lots of squares and lots of lines. And we try to zoom in and take a closer look. And I even need to break it down so that you can see clearly. You can see that there are too many ways of interactions there. They can give a horizontal, these kind of scores like marking it horizontally. And sometimes they need to do a vertical scale things. And sometimes they need to mark some checkboxes. And sometimes they need to write down some numbers. And they need to calculate the total score by themselves. So we need to solve these problems. The second problem is we have a form, but the cupping form is such large paper. So how do we scale this one into these devices? So our solution is like this. I think it's much more beautiful than the Power Lab I just shown, right? I don't go to details here. I just do a demo so that you can know well about the product. So here is our iPad app. So basically, maybe I should better reference to that form. So you can see that there are lots of different criteria those cuppers need to mark scores on. So we have break it down and put it here. We use a wheel control so that they can switch category easily with one hand. So they can just use the finger to swipe to switch categories, or use click so that they can switch categories easily. And we have to transform all these kind of, we have to think a way to transform all these kind of interactions into the app. We actually use the horizontal slider so as to simulate this kind of horizontal scaling, and vertical scale like this, and checkboxes like this. We actually think much more than just building applications which digitalize this form. For example, we have combined a few categories together on the same page. You can see that it actually includes 3 categories. Why do we do so? Because we have studied the whole procedure they normally do, so we can identify that they actually mark these 3 scores all together at the same time. So we put them together so that they don't need to switch category for 3 times. I'll show you a few more screens. As it is all on mobile, so we can do a lot of add-on features, like they can take a look on all the scores on a single page, or even compare scores across different coffee samples. So I don't think it can be achievable in the paper form because it's quite difficult to take a look on like this. So here is our solutions for this industry. So I may pass to the Angus to talk about what next for this product.
Okay, so I guess Gary has demoed how we target on the specific industry and how we provide our solution to it. And what is different from being used a paper form and our device? And there's a thing called cupping session. Normally, when you're just using a paper form, you can just cupping by yourself. You can have some score just by your point of view. But actually, in the industry, in the actual practice, people are grouped into together, like 6 to 10 people. They will just sit around the table and do the cupping session together. Why they will do so? Because this is actually a professional job. They need to have a professional mindset, and they need to teach those professional techniques to others. So by using our app, by using the coffee lab, the cupping lab, our app, they can actually, everything is become possible. They can just share their result. They can share what needed to be improved by a single person. This is actually what we mentioned about the community. If I am a professional of coffee, I got a lot of experience. I got 10 years experience, and Gary wants to just learn from me. He can follow me. He can follow my previous result. It's actually building a professional coffee community, and those information is connected. Another question again. Do you know which kind of industry interested in the people who like coffee, who like drinking coffee? Which industry? Which kind of business? They want to know which group of people who like coffee, who like drinking coffee. Just wild guess.
Coffee shops.
Coffee shops. Okay, it's actually very, very interesting. It's actually the toothpaste company, because everyone knows that. Everyone knows that drinking coffee will make your teeth become unhealthy, become yellow. So if the company who can target on those kind of people, they drink coffee a lot, they very love coffee, they can just release a news, they can just push a news to them, our toothpaste can improve your teeth. So this is very useful information, and they will probably love it. This is actually we call the new database we will create, and the data analysis and data mining behind is actually very important to the business. And we can collect maybe about 2013 this year, which kind of coffee beans, which group of coffee bean is actually most people love it, and then we can target on the next year. We can target on the farmer. The group of farmers who can plant the best coffee, we need to invest more money, invest more resources to them in order to have better coffee bean next year. So the coffee cupping app is actually solving the practical problem, and what's next is actually another business. So it's actually we define the whole coffee industry. Okay, this is and also a screenshot for the cupping panel, for the admin panel, just we talked about. Normally, a few of people will just around the table and then do the cupping process together. And then there will be a leader who hold the session, and he will simultaneously know the result of the result of each single person. Yes. So our product will be launched on 2013 April. So there will be a SCAA Expo in Boston. So Gary will go to Boston to have this launch. So this is very interesting industry, and
so we are going to win the title of the best educational and inspiring products in this year again.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Actually, this process is I can say that the app is targeted on a very niche target
you
market.
can you can download it and it's free, but I don't know if you will find it useful because
Yeah, so
you need to
that's the
hold the
next
whole
question.
secret.
How you guys gonna make money?
Yes.
How is make money?
How you guys gonna make money using like very niche or you target very small group of people and free downloads that?
I think we have some advantages when we target on the niche market. If those couples are find this really useful, I think they're willing to pay money for the app pro features. Like we can, as it's digitalized, we have plenty of room to add more features for them.
So you target professional couples individuals, or is there coupling organisations, or is it the startups in the world that they use to?
Actually, for individual couple, they can do the coupling process through this app. And yeah, you're right. The second one, the coupling session, the one who organized the coupling session can use this app to actually for this expo. They will do the coupling session in this expo. They will actually using this app. Yeah. Yes.
I have another question about marketing. So your target users are like a niche group of people, right? And then it's pretty sort of kind of like different market, different city have a group of people. They actually are users. And then, but it's an app. You're going to target. I assume you're pretty much going to target those people using the internet or mobile. How did you actually find those people?
Okay. This may be okay. I can tell more. Okay. Actually, for this app, we have a partner. It's called Coffee Map. As a reset, the professional, the qualified couple in the world is about 1,000, something like that. In Hong Kong, less than 10 people. So this is a very niche market, and we have a partner called Coffee Map. They actively organized coupling session period by period. So it may be our advantage that the Coffee Lab is actively promoting this app solution in their daily practice. Yeah.
You're right that it's really difficult to like find these guys because there are just a few of them in the world. But I think this is quite a close community. They are like social with each other all the time, and especially we have mentioned there is an expo in the US in the coming April. All couples from all around the world will go there and they can see our products and have a try on it.
You answered my question.
Okay, thank you.
So I mean, how did you find the problem? Did someone come to you say there's this problem, or you just?
Okay. Yes, actually target on the marketing agency solutions. So there's a client, Coffee Lab, just come to us, and there's also their problem to find that it's very difficult to have a good experience in the coffee cupping. And we just understand their problem, and Gary just said we actually participate in the coffee cupping session. And we just found some solution that we can improve this experience.
The problem is found by customers, but it's us to define the whole new interface for this
So
product.
did they invest? Did they put money?
A kind of partnership, I think.
Okay. So are you going to charge for the app download?
Should be, yes.
It's a good suggestion. We have a good planning on it. After planning, then we can.
Okay, so you don't have a pricing at the moment.
Let you know later.
Okay.
Yeah, well, one idea for what it's worth, right? Like you said, there's only a few cuppers, but there's millions and maybe billions of coffee lovers, right? So when you allow people to use this thing for free, you may say that you keep the data, you keep the information, right? And then you anonymize that, you make it available to coffee users worldwide, right? So if you only say that 1% or 2% of coffee drinkers are real aficionados, maybe they'll pay for access to some sort of database that ranks different coffees according to very specific criteria. The art market has done something similar. Right? ArtNet is a business that just accumulates information which is available, but aficionados will pay for it $30 a month.
Thank you for suggestions.
I think I think the advantage is that when you do cupping, actually the data is there. You do not need to input the data or do one more step. So when you do cupping, the data is here.
we want to say that our app is actually give a very good incentives to those couplers and organizers to use it because it really helped them. In the past, they need to do it on paper form, like I just shown, and sometimes after the coupling sections, they need to hand in those forms, and someone need to do the data entry. So we actually solved this problem. So we are confident that those organizers and couplers will love this product.
I'll ask a question about the app development. So how long did it take you guys to from like conception of the idea to actually have the prototype and then actually working app, and how many people? I guess you guys actually working on this, and do you have actual people, actual team working on that? And then approximately how much money is that?
Okay, I can say the development process is very, very fast, and our team major in this product about 4 to 5 people in our team, in project team, and we start the project to, let's say, understand the problem. Maybe start from last year December.
Yeah, we start development like this year January, and we actually afraid we can't launch in iOS market because there's a tedious like approving process. So we have to accelerate, and we have released the second version just last month, and it's approved this last week. Then it's approved this week.
Because AppZolute do a lot of app development using application solution, so we are experienced on the app development.
Thank you.